Attention Upper East Siders, our favorite Hollywood couple has just announced some big news, and the internet is losing it. It's official, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds are adding another baby to their picture-perfect family. Yes, the Gossip Girl alum is pregnant once again, and she's given us all the proof we needed. In today's video, we'll give you details about the incoming baby. Starting off, Blake Lively has a baby on the way. Surprise! The 35-year-old is expecting her fourth child with Ryan Reynolds. That's right, the pair will soon become a family of 6. We're so happy for them. Blake, already a mother of 3, debuted her baby bump on Thursday, September 15th, during an appearance on the 10th annual Forbes Power Women's Summit. Posing in a sequined long-sleeve mini dress, the star had her baby bump on full display. And while we always struggle to keep our eyes off the blonde-haired beauty, this red carpet moment is a whole other story. During the event, wearing a confident smile and a beautiful dress, Blake sartorially alluded to expanding her family, sharing that she just enjoys creating things, whether it's in the form of baking, storytelling, business, or even humans. And while the pregnancy came out of the blue, not many have been shocked by it, as the couple has always been candid about wanting a big family. Back in 2016, Blake even called herself and Reynolds breeders for wanting to have a house full of kids. She explained the desire by mentioning that both she and her husband come from big families and hope to have their own now. Although the couple hasn't spoken about the pregnancy yet, and there's really not much we know, what's certain is that as we speak, there's a baby in there. Next, what about the couple's daughters? Most of you may know that since getting married in 2012, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds have welcomed 3 adorable daughters, James, Inez, and Betty. And although the Reynolds family is a pretty private celebrity family, we do get a glimpse of their gorgeous girls sometimes. So let's meet their cute little creations, shall we? The first one to make her way into the big bad world was James Reynolds on December 16th, 2014. If you're wondering why she has a boyish sounding name, it's because Reynolds named her after his late father, who had passed away shortly after James had been born. Next came Inez Reynolds, Lively and Reynolds' second daughter, who was born on September 30th, 2016 in New York. If you're wondering what she's like, well, according to Ryan, the number 2 has a bit of a darker side, as she's obsessed with villains. Apart from her spunky personality, the 5-year-old is also quite the style icon. Then on October 4th, 2019, came the youngest of the 3 girls, Betty Reynolds. And while we don't know the story behind their third daughter's name, Lively has said that it's a family moniker. She elaborated that the name of her non-alcoholic sparkling mixers, Betty Buzz, was inspired by her father and her mother, Betty. Apparently, the arrival of the little one was a bit hard on little Inez, but they seem to be getting along just fine now. Moving on, how's parenting been for Blake and Ryan? Ryan and Blake have never given up an opportunity to gush over their daughters and family life in interviews, and over the years, we've gotten some insights into how parenthood is treating the 2 celebrities. And it's safe to say they're probably 2 of the coolest Hollywood parents there are. As beautiful as children might be, having kids isn't everyone's cup of tea, but things are different for Blake and Ryan, who have found their lives changing for the better ever since the birth of their 3 daughters. The 35-year-old mother has revealed that since having children, she's begun to feel comfortable in her skin in a way that she had never felt before. She told Forbes that she's not only feeling more confident than ever, but she's also been able to appreciate her body more. And while Blake did say she has tons of insecurities like everyone else, overall she's been feeling incredibly settled. And what's even more wholesome is that Reynolds also feels the same way. Earlier at the Cannes Film Festival, the father joked about his wild daughters, saying that sometimes he thinks they have rabies. But jokes aside, the 45-year-old veteran has repeatedly stated that he loves being a dad of 3 brilliant girls, which is something completely new for him, since he himself grew up with only brothers. Back in December, the Deadpool star also opened up about the importance of being a present dad, noting that it was one of the main reasons why he decided to temporarily step away from acting. For Reynolds, every minute spent with his children is precious, and he wouldn't give it up for anything. All he wants is to live life as a normal father would. Let's all look at why we might not be seeing the 4th baby for a while. No matter how many children the pair might have, One thing's for sure, Lively and Reynolds will keep their kids out of the spotlight and away from social media for as long as they can. And that's because for them, protecting their family's privacy is the topmost priority, even if the world might not understand it. Back in 2016, Blake explained the rationale behind the decision, expressing that she wants their children to grow up normally. She went on to say that Ryan had a pretty conventional upbringing, and now the couple wishes for the same normalcy for their kids. We don't ever want to rob them of what we had, because we'd feel really selfish, declared Blake. And we have to say, it makes sense. Of course, living in the 21st century, trying to keep their children off the internet has been quite a struggle. Especially with paparazzi running around everywhere, it's become nearly impossible to keep one's privacy intact. Blake has been in an ongoing war with the pops, often questioning their morality for stalking her young children. She says that she knew stardom comes with a price, but it shouldn't be her children who have to pay for it, because they never asked for this lifestyle. And while she wishes she didn't have to deal with paparazzi altogether, she knows that's unrealistic. But whatever the case, you don't mess with Blake's kids, period. Other related news. First up, Zendaya wins her second Emmy Award. The 26-year-old actress is the youngest two-time acting winner in history, and the first black woman to have won the phenomenal lead actress in a television series Emmy twice, in the renowned HBO series Euphoria as Rue Bennett. She said in her acceptance speech that she hoped her series would help heal people, and that she's grateful for everyone who shared their stories, something she'll always carry with her. Zendaya was nominated for Outstanding Drama Series as a producer on Euphoria, in addition to winning Outstanding Lead Actress. Plus, she was nominated twice for Outstanding Original Music for 2 Euphoria songs. The young actress would have become the youngest Emmy Award-winning producer in the history of the show had she been successful, but Succession ended up winning the prestigious award. The show has undoubtedly benefited from Zendaya's historic performance, but this year, the show and its stars have been at the center of some major off-screen speculation. Euphoria won't really be impacted by the rumors about the public life of Sydney Sweeney's family, but the show did lose Barbie Ferreira, who was one of its most adored cast members. Next, George Clooney thinks he's the greatest Batman ever. George's most recent public appearance was at the Roy Bell Film and Television Magnate's opening. During his speech, Clooney cracked a few jokes when bringing to light his infamous portrayal of Batman in the 1997 movie Batman and Robin, which gained a lot of negative press. George's Batman and Robin was widely regarded as one of the worst films ever made, owing to its overly comedic inflection and lack of seriousness for the genre. George's performance was also panned, and his Batsuit in particular was scrutinized due to its unusual appearance. The role had previously been played on the big screen by Adam West, Michael Keaton, and Val Kilmer before George took over the cape and cowl. Christian Bale, Ben Affleck, and most recently Robert Pattinson in The Batman have all played the role since then. George added jokingly that Ben Affleck, who plays the famous superhero in the DC Extended Universe, had nothing on him, saying that he's the best Batman. Lastly, is Leonardo DiCaprio pursuing Gigi Hadid? According to the latest reports, ever since his split with Camilla Moreau last month, Leonardo DiCaprio is actively chasing renowned model Gigi Hadid. The 47-year-old actor was seen getting close to Gigi on Monday at a party in New York City. In unique photos obtained, Leonardo was seen with the 27-year-old model for the first time since gossip of their purported romance surfaced. An insider added that the two are not dating yet, but are simply getting to know each other, often hanging out in groups. According to a source, none of Leo's relationships are cyclical, and he's certainly not a fan of the hookup culture. Apart from being spotted together at parties, the two even attended Fashion Week together. Looks like things are getting hot between the hotties, but there's only one problem. Gigi is more than 25 years old, so will Leonardo break his code? That's a wrap for this video. Do you think Blake's next baby will be a boy or a girl? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.